everyone, it's Alison Sullivan. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Westminster, British Columbia on the west coast of Canada. Welcome to my live. I am just going to make sure that I'm live and that you can hear me. I'm on YouTube, so that's a good sign. And I should be popping up. There I am on Facebook anytime now, and I'll just make sure we've got sound. Excellent. Oh my gosh, everything's going well. Okay. So thanks for joining me. Those of you who used to join me on my Border Buddy Hangout, I cannot stream to a group using my stream device. So I'm just gonna, there is a way I could do it, but it becomes more complicated when I'm trying to add a page and YouTube. So rather than take a risk and mess it all up, I am just going to, from now on, be streaming only to my Facebook page and to YouTube. So hopefully someone will pop in right now and watch me, hopefully, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, nobody's popping in yet, so I'm thinking that because this is the first day that this is an issue, that I might have people that can't find me. But Kim found me. Hi, Kim. Thank you for finding me. You're on YouTube. Yay. All right. Gonna wait just to see if a couple more people can pop on here. And then we'll get started. Kim, can you guess what we're gonna work with today? We're gonna play with the new Adventurous Sky bundle, which is from the Take to the Skies? Is that what it is? Oh, gosh, I'm terrible. Is it Take to the Sky? I'm gonna have to look in my catalog. You're gonna get your catalog soon. If you haven't already, a lot of my customers are starting to get them in the mail. So that's good. Yep, Take to the Sky. Here it is. Ooh, can't show you the inside, but Take to the Sky. Hi, Keisha. You're late, but you're not late. You're just perfect. Oh, good, Kim. I'm glad you're going to come to the class. We love having you guys. All right, I'm going to move my screen over here so I can watch it in front of where I'm actually working. And I'm going to just make that a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing here. Hi, Ellie. How are ya? Nice to see ya. Okay, so we're going to work with Adventurous Sky. Hi from New Brunswick, Carol. How are you? My husband's going to New Brunswick to visit his family at the end of, gosh, when is he going? The end of May, I think. Anyway, they're going fishing. I'm not sure if they go to the Miramichi. I'm not sure where they go, but they go fishing. He goes about every 5 years, so he's heading out there. Anyway, it's beautiful country. All right, let's get started. Take to the Sky suite. It is fabulous. It's got lots of amazing things. Let me show you what comes in the suite. You're going to see this in the new catalog. So we've got designer series paper, which is really gorgeous. Look at this. Look at the clouds. So these little biplanes. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. I've got this one in 2 pieces. I'll show you one in a sec. So there's 6 different designs, and then of course, as always, they're double-sided. So you get lots of choice here. I've got both of these pieces. This is actually one sheet. I just cut it 6 by 12. But what I love about this one is you can cut out all these individual little labels or these little panels and use them on your card as the focal point, which is really cool. So the DSP is 2 of each sheet, 12 by 12. For our class, this is our next class after our Zinnia class. This class will be on May the 25th online, Facebook group online. It's $45. You're going to get half a pack of paper. So you're going to get double what I'm showing you here. We cut it to 6 by 12 just so it's easy to mail. Okay. So you're going to get that as part of your goodie bag. You're going to get a full package of Baker's Twine Essential Pack. And we have substituted. We're going to use Basic Gray and Smoky Slate Pearls. This is fabulous. This is from another suite, but I'll show you what the embellishments are. Let me just grab my thing here so I can show you. The actual embellishments that come as part of this suite, I can open this bag, are called industrial trinkets. Okay. Let's see how many are in here. 40, quite a few. So you can see here, they are industrial, that's for sure. So on one side, they've got these sort of like this, I don't know, what would you call that? Etched? I don't know. And then on the other side, it looks like this. Okay. Again, don't know what that you would call that. Anyway, we're not going to use them in the class, partly because they're expensive to mail as a group. And we got a lot of other stuff to mail to you as part of the class. So this is what you're going to get as part of the class. You're going to get half a pack of paper. You're going to get a full pack of that, and you're going to get a full pack of the 20. Okay. And then you're also going to get 8 cards. We make 4 designs, 2 of each. It's super cute. And as always, we always have a special. If you buy the bundle from us and we use the current host code, you're going to get a full pack of that designer series paper. Okay. And if you buy the whole suite, then you get the class for free. Okay, so that's my public service announcement. Hi Mo, you're watching on YouTube. Actually, you're watching on Facebook. You're on, according to this, you're actually on my Facebook business page. You're showing up as Facebook, not on YouTube. So that's okay. I can see ya. So that's good. Wherever you are, it's good. Thank you guys for finding me. Hi Kathy, you just signed up for a class, didn't ya? I think you did. I think I saw it come through. Yeah. All right. So we get started. Okay. Let's just get started. Okay. So we're going to use boho blue. Now, boho blue is a color I love, but I realized when I went to grab it today to make my card, I haven't used it in a very long time, and it's a fabulous blue. It's it's got more gray in it, I guess. Hi Marge, how are ya? So we're going to start with that. So we've just got 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. That's our base card. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to take this image, and which is the clouds, and I want to stamp it in boho blue on the front of my card. Now I'm going to put a scrap paper underneath because I'm going to go off my paper a bit, and I don't want it to get on my work surface here, and I only want to go on the front of my card. So I guess I should fold that in half. Okay. So we're going to ink it up in boho, and I'm just going to randomly stamp my image of the clouds all the way down the front of my card base. Pretty straightforward. So we got that tone on tone, which is really pretty. I don't know if I should tempt fate and try and stick one in there. Yeah, I think so. That looks good. And then this one can go on that side. There we go. So there's our little clouds. So boho on boho. Okay. Now next up, I've got a piece of the designer series paper, and I've chosen the clouds, and I want to just cut out a shape. So I'm using my Stylish Shapes dies. That's the one that is carrying forward, thank goodness. Let me show you what it looks like. Here it is. Okay, so we've got circles, we've got squares, we've got little label tags. So make sure you stick around for the end of this video, because my sister Mo, who is on this call, she made, when I was visiting her in March, she just went full on and just was producing cards with this suite. And she kindly made me a set. So I'm going to show you a few of them each time. Not all of them today, because I don't want to show you them all, but I am going to start showing you the ones that she made for me, which are fabulous. I think every one of them is a fancy fold too. So can't wait to show you those. Isn't that sweet that my sisters make me cards all the time? My sister Elle and my sister Mo, they're always making me cards and mailing them to me, which is super kind. Okay. Oh, right. Hi, Nancy. I forgot you got your alias, your accent guitar studio. Hi, Diane. How are you? And you found me on my page too. Oh, you guys are doing great. Thank you so much. I know it's a bit of a transition if you're used to watching me on a group to find me on the Facebook page. Now, I got to just make sure my clouds are going the right way. I know you would never put your clouds sideways or upside down, but I would. I just wanted to make this a little focal point in the middle of my card. Now I could have gone up higher, I suppose. Guess I'll go up a titch higher. Okay, there we go. All right, is that pretty? I love those colors. Okay, next, let's grab a piece of basic white. This is just a scrap piece. I just wanted it to be large enough for my plane. Let me get my plane here, my little propeller plane. I'm going to use this one. And did you guys see that? Yeah, the dies cut out the clouds, right? And the little biplanes and whatnot. But they also makes a big plane, which I'm going to, will that be the one I'll show you? Yeah, I'll show you that one that my sister-in-law made me at the end. You'll see what I mean. So I'm going to use basic gray. I didn't want to use black. I didn't want it as stark. Like black can sometimes be great, but I wanted it just a little bit lighter. Not too light. I didn't want like smoky slate light, but I didn't want dark black. So I'm using basic gray. Okay. Now I want to color this in slightly. And I'm going to use my water painters. And these are fantastic. If you don't have these, you need to get them. But they're 3 different widths of ends. So you can see I got a big, nice, thick one there. And I rinsed this out and washed this. But I didn't do it when I was finished with it. And look, see, it's still got green in it. So I'm going to go and give it a really good scrub there. And then we've got a finer one. And then lastly, we have, yeah, this one, which is not, it's not as fine, but it's still fairly fine. Okay. So I'm going to use the one that's the finest of the 3. So you just take the lid off, you put water in the little reservoir, and then you've got a paintbrush, like a watercolor brush. Now, we are stamping and we are coloring on basic white. You don't want to add too much water. If you add too much water, you're going to pill the paper, which means you're going to get all those little bumps in the paper, which you don't want to do, okay? So we're going to use boho. And again, our stamp pads, whoop, if you squeeze them, you can transfer the ink from the stamp pad into this little well here. You could also go and grab your re-inker and just put some re-inker in there, but this will work. So I'm going to grab my water pen, and if you want, you can squeeze a little bit of water in it. It just makes it a little bit lighter. And I think I probably put too much water, so I'm going to just squeeze. Because our pads, these pads are water-based pads, so water's not going to hurt them. Okay? All right. So I'm going to just take a little bit of ink, and I'm just going to color part of my little biplane in here. I don't want to add too much water because that'll just make a mess and it'll be sad. So I'm just adding just a little bit of color on a little bit of the plane. So I'm going to do the wings. Then I'm going to come in here and do the propeller. And then on the bottom, I'm going to do this wing. And do in the middle there. And go along here. And I think I need it here too. Yeah, that's part of the wing. And then we've got this little stabilizer at the back here. I don't know what you call this. Rudder? I don't know. I don't know what you call that. And I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to add some other color. Now I'm going to just take my painter, my water painter, and just brush it off on a piece of paper. Now let's use some basic gray. And again, if you're using the water, you are watering it down, so it's not going to be as strong a color. So I want my gray to be sort of the body of the plane here. But I'm not going to add it to the whole. I'm just going to do it like that. I'm not going to go as high as that, or am I? Maybe I will. I didn't on my original, but I'm going to add a little bit more gray here. This is fun. It's very relaxing to do any kind of watercoloring. All coloring is relaxing. I didn't want it quite as strong as Stampin' Blends would be, so that's why I'm just using the watercolor. So let me show you. There, isn't that great? Really simple. And you can see it's meant to be like streaky. It's meant to just look like watercolor. Yeah, it's a fun technique, isn't it, Kim? And so easy to do, right? Okay, let me grab my plane. And I'm going to position my die. I love when the dies cut out the planes or cut out at the images, right? We don't have to fussy cut. Just lay that down. I'm going to grab my piece of repositionable tape so it doesn't move. Grab my mini cut and emboss. And then we can run that through. Okay. I'm going to be cutting the Zinnia class for all of you that are coming. Nancy and I don't remember who else on this call is coming to the Zinnia class. I'm going to be getting that out in the mail this week before I head on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip is this weekend. We all leave on Sunday and Monday, depending on what part of the world we're coming from. Because I'm on the West Coast, we go in on the day early, the night early, so that we don't miss anything. But if people are on the East Coast, then they can go in on the Monday because that's when the event starts. Okay, so there we go. Fun. So I'm going to bring this in and we're going to pop that up. And what I did was I have some, she says as she looks around, I'll find it as soon as this event, as soon as I'm finished here, it'll pop up. But I had actually cut, just can't see it. I cut some strips off of the ends of my dimensionals. Because you know when the dimensional ends here, you can see you've got this little bit that you can cut and use. And I wanted a few little strips because on the back, I can use dimensionals in most of these large areas. But then I wanted to just cut these little strips of dimensional and use those on these long bits of the image. So I can go in here and so. And I think I could use another dimensional right here. Okay. And then we're just going to peel the backs off of these, as we always do. And then we can pop this up so it's flying in the air. And I think I'll do it just like it's zooming through that air. Okay. That's what we've got. Now you could reverse this. You could put this paper on the front and you could cut out a circle from the boho and stamp it. Either way would actually work. Yeah. They're so fluffy, I know, Keisha, aren't they? Fluffy little clouds. Yes, the clouds are fluffy, fluffy. And you get more than, there's three. There's this one, and this one, and they all cut out with the dies. This is a fabulous set. I know this is one of these sets that people sometimes look at and go, what am I going to do with this? But it's so great. And the sayings are so great. The puns, they're more like puns. So I'll show you those in a sec. This is our twine that we've got in your class. You can get, is it 5? I think it's 5 colors. Yeah, it's 5 colors that come in it. It's pretty cool. That's a lot of twine. And you can pick which one you want. This one's sort of what I would call a gray slate color. And I want to, let me wrap this around. Go through there. I want to wrap this around a couple of times. There we go. And you could do it 3 times if you wanted, but I think 2 is enough for me. Or once. You could just do it once. And I've got myself all a bit discombobulated here with trying to tie this, but that's okay. All right, that looks pretty good. my sister and I went to Dallas to the Stampin' Up! Event, and they demonstrated this, and we both loved it. I think it's one of these ones you have to see projects made with. Oops, this isn't what I wanted. You have to see projects made with it, and then you go, ah, yeah, I get it. I think looking at some stuff in a catalog sometimes is just not enough to sell it. We both loved it, and the paper's fabulous. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to, we need a saying. I told you about the sayings, wasn't I? You always lift me up. Love that. We've got a Father's Day, which is nice. And just to my friend, I like this one, flying by to say hi. And then this one, you're the best, plain and simple. That's cute. That's a little play on words. And then we have a happy birthday. Whenever there's a birthday, you're gonna use it. And I don't think it should be restricted to like a masculine card. So I hate to say just masculine because they're not. They're for anybody. Okay, so we're going to emboss. I'm going to take my embossing buddy and I'm going to just rub it across my paper, and that gets rid of that oil, right, that's in our fingers, and then we don't have all the stray embossing powder stuck to it. And I have chosen the sentiment that says, let's see, what does it say? You're the best, plain and simple. I'm going to use black. Gives it that kind of rustic look. I was thinking the metal embossing folder, you know that one, the 3D metal embossing folder, it would go nice with this set, wouldn't it? Because it's sort of got that industrial look to it. I think that would work really well. I'm going to lean across and grab my heat tool so we can melt that embossing powder. I know I tell you guys this every time, but sometimes there's newbies and they don't know this. But this powder has a chemical reaction when you heat it. So you want to make sure that you give it enough time to melt, and then it rises up, and then it's ready, and you get that nice sparkly look. Or not sparkly, but I don't know what's another word for embossed. Can you still get that embossing, buddy? You can, Nancy. You can get it. I'm going to show you where. Just give me a sec. Hopefully I won't forget to tell you. You can get it. It's part of a kit. It's part of an embossing kit. And I'm going to show you what you get in a kit in 2 secs. Let me just cut this off. So I want this edge to be just along the edge of my paper. And then for this side, I'm going to just trim in from the edge here. I'm going to find the middle of the paper. I'm going to cut in, and then I'm going to go from this edge, oops, to the middle, and from this edge to the middle. And I hope that's enough of a, yeah, that's good. I just wanted to make it like a little banner, not just be straight. Just have to fix this up a titch. There we go. That's better. Okay, we're just going to put that down. So let's glue that down. Just right on the edge there, like that. Okay, then let's add some embellishments. These are coming in the new catalog. Love these. So let's put one of these, because they're gray, let's put one right where the propeller would be. Now, I actually could leave it like that. My first card, I'd already added the other ones to the card. So I think we'll just do what I did up there. So I'm just going to grab big one, little one, dark ones, light ones. There's 2 different colors here. Okay, so that's our card. Pretty simple. I just added that one in the middle. Isn't that cool? Now, Nancy asked what how do you get the embossing buddy? So let me grab what you get as part of the kit. Let's bring it in. So here's what you get. You get the embossing buddy. You get a paper pal. So this is where I store my stuff in here because I do a lot of embossing. But you're meant to, dump your what am I trying to say? Emboss, then put it on here and then tap it off. And then you can take this end off and you can pour it back into your receptacle. It just doesn't work as well on a live because I like to make sure I get everything out of there. Okay. One of the things you can do is you can take your embossing buddy and just run it around the inside of your powder pal before you start, and then it won't stick as much. So you'll be able to gather it up again. Then we get this brush. This is really handy. I do use this quite a bit. If you've got stray powder, you can just brush it off back into your tray. And then this is like to die for. This is if you have a really small piece that you're trying to emboss. So let's say it was this piece here. You've got all the embossing on it, and before you go to heat set it, you can just use this to hold it. And then look how far away you're way far away from that heat tool, which gets really hot. So this comes together in a kit. And somebody's going to have to tell me where it is in the catalog, because I don't remember where it is in the catalog. And you guys are so much better. But let me see if I can find it. Is it in online exclusives now, you guys, or is it actually still in the catalog? I think it's still in the catalog. Now, this is current year's catalog. The new one that's coming, Nancy, I'm not sure if it's in the catalog or if we're going to be able to find it in the online exclusives. Here it is. Okay. So you can only see it at the very top here. It's number 7. It's on page 136. Embossing Editions Toolkit. And the number is 159971, and it's $37 Canadian. But you won't be sorry if you don't have the other bits. You will not be sorry. It's awesome. Okay. All right. So you want to see it? Oh, I'll show you one card that my sister made because I have to spread these out. Now, my sister is really good at doing interactive cards. So look at this one. Isn't this cute? So that's the plane. She made the plane by cutting out the different colors. I think, Mo, you used, oh gosh, is that copper clay maybe? And then the basic gray. And then she's teamed it with boho, which looks really nice. I like the way she's cut both of the ends like that. So this is a spanner card, right? We've made lots of these. So you cut it so that you span the two sides, and then you've got this in the middle. And look at this paper. Look at that designer series paper. It's so fabulous. And then here she is. You're the best, plain and simple. You always lift me up. And then she's got the little plane. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, that's it. I've got other ones to show you, but I'm not going to show you them today. You will love, yes, Kim's right. We love the tweezers. So here's a couple of cards. Oops, made with Take to the Sky and the Adventurous Sky bundle. So, Ange and I hope you'll join us at our class. Our class again is on May the 25th online. Okay, what have you guys got to say? Can you still get that embossing buddy? Yes. What color is the paper for the sentiment? It is smoky slates. Thank you for asking, Kim. So boho, and then just basic white, and then that's smoky slate. It is a great card. Did you see that? Kim's telling you how great a card that is. She, like the other ones, like you'll go, oh. Anyway, I don't want to show you them all, though, because that would spoil the surprise. All right, you guys, here's what's going to happen. I am headed for Mexico. I think I told you that. The last time I went away, which was for quite a while, 10 days or more, maybe, I actually did some recordings of cards. I'm not going to promise that I can do that because I don't want to break promises. So here's my thinking. I'm going to do my very best to maybe do one for Sunday and one for Wednesday. Well, I'll try. And if I do, it'll auto post. It'll post to, let's see, where will it post? It'll post automatically to the Facebook page. And I think I can schedule it on YouTube to post there too. So as long as you follow me over there or subscribe, you should see it. So it may or may not be there because I want to have a holiday and I'm trying to not get too stressed before I go. So I'll try. Okay. Thanks, Ellie. I will. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, I think it's okay to let myself off the hook, right? And I'll see you. So the next time you'll see me live, it won't be until I get back, which is going to be, let's have a look, May 8th. Oh, we do come back on the 4th of May. I might see you on the 5th, but I'm not sure what kind of shape I'll be in. But hopefully it won't be too burnt. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the card. I hope you'll look for the link to sign up for our class. We'd love to have you, and you will love the cards, okay? All right, everybody, have a great rest of the day, and happy stamping.